All right. Oh, and we're live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Shade in the City.
Welcome.
Sorry, we're a little bit late. You know me, always running. But thank you guys. We are here to review Power Book 2 Ghost. Or is it Power? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Season 3, Episode 3, Human Capital. Okay. So y'all get into it. We're gonna run the intro. And then we just, go make it do what it do and all the fun stuff. I just feel like I am just running. Because I can't even find a place to do the intro. Terrible. You would have thought I just used this like today, but I didn't. But you know what? Do we even need to run the intro? We should run the intro. That would be important, so I don't have to do it later. Okay, I'm not going to try to figure that out right now. So, as I said, yes, welcome. We're reviewing Power Season 3, Episode 3. And it was a lot to unpack. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I just finished it. And yeah, it's a lot. I don't know if it was as much as the last one, but it was definitely a lot. So yeah, let's just kick it off. Start off. We see the gang. They moving Noma's weight. You know what I'm saying? They every day I'm
Listen,
hustling.
I'm liking Kate in charge right now. He got
Okay, so can I say that I'm starting not to like Kane?
I like the fact that he got Lorenzo's ass whooped to start off with.
Okay, I did like that. I was like, oh,
He was
okay,
like,
that's how we doing it.
huh?
I said, okay, that's how we doing it. I
I,
just thought that was a bit. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little insensitive to get your daddy's ass whooped.
didn't his daddy get Kane's ass whooped when he went?
No, I think he got Drew's ass whooped. I thought.
No, it was Kane.
Oh.
Remember when Kane was talking to his mom crazy, and then he went to go visit his dad? He had the officers beat him up.
Oh, look. Oh, yay, forward forever. I do know who this is, but never like Kane, but loving him now. Hey, D, that's really who it is.
See, she loving him.
I don't know. It's starting to give me kind of how I felt about Tariq when he killed Ghost. It's not sitting right in my soul to see
I
him.
feel like Kane got a lot to be like upset about and to get his daddy back for. On top of that, his brother cousin is gone. So
not his poppy.
basically
had him beat down. That's hilarious.
I think Lorenzo deserves what's coming to him, what he getting right now. So I'm cool with it.
But yeah, y'all. So
and then Drew was out here hoeing.
Drew them went back to the streets. That's what my notes say. He is back to the streets.
First of all, when was Drew in the streets? I don't remember him being in the streets.
Well, now he is because his little love thing didn't work out. His little love
in the streets. He is in the streets.
And then we see Effie delivering product at, I guess I forgot the name of the old school. What was the old school that they went to? You know what I'm talking about?
Besides Stansfield?
Yeah, they went somewhere else. It's not I don't want to call it choke. They went to another because remember she switched.
Oh, where she was going to.
Yeah, because that's where the girl was from. And she was like, how are things going at Stansfield? And she was like, oh, she didn't really say much. And she was like, oh, does Tariq have something to do with this? How? And I was like, again, I just couldn't remember. It drop in the comments if you remember the name of the damn school.
I remember Effie saying that school.
Drew. He is gangster. Gangster.
Oh my God.
So
listen. Guess what? I guess who you sleeping with don't make a difference whether you gangster or not. Okay. It don't matter. He out here catching bodies of his own.
He still put a bullet in your ass.
Exactly. Or push you in front of a truck.
So, as we know, you talked about him riding around with Kane and Lorenzo getting his ass beat. Now, Kane, Effie, and Braden, they all receive a text telling them to basically get to the warehouse. What is this man's name, y'all?
Flunky forever.
I said Noma's do boy is what I called him.
Flunky forever.
Okay, we're gonna call him Flunky forever. But he hits him up and he lets him know, look, where y'all at with this weight? I need my money. In a timely fashion. And basically they're like, oh, hold on. Okay, see, thank you. So D says I don't well, let me call you by the screen name. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get to you, Naya. I'm gonna get to you. Yeah, I didn't understand the exchange between that girl at the old school. It seems important though. I agree. That's why I wanted to figure out what was the name of the old school, because I was like, that for some reason is probably going to end up important. Naya, welcome. Thank you for joining us. She says, I think she says the Du Bois name is Obi.
How you get that,
Naya? Hey, Naya, look, let me find out 50 Cent got another cousin in the
be having our captions on and everything. Where you?
Right, I had my captions on the whole time. So look, shout out Naya for it.
Naya went searching. Naya went searching because
because even D said they never named Noma's dude.
That's what I'm saying. this is the second episode with this dude, and he is still flunky forever to me.
Well, now we know he's Obi, so thank you for that. Now, basically, they let them know they haven't moved all that they need to move, but
they ain't doing a good job. They ain't doing like Mecca was doing, basically.
Right, and they ain't moving fast enough. So basically, he lets them know. He puts out 3 pictures, which happens to be Brayden's parents, Diana, and Tariq's grandma, and basically lets them know, like, if you don't start to move things quick enough, then yeah, I'm gonna put a book in your ass, basically.
But and Diana first, and then they was like, all right. He was like, all right, after you ain't got nobody, but guess what? When we get down to it, it'll be these 2. Okay, we know you care about them. So
yeah, So I thought that was important. I thought Effie's parents just didn't. And please drop in the comments.
She always said she was out here alone. She always said she was out here by herself.
I never knew she was an orphan. I never knew she was an orphan. I just thought she didn't like her parents.
He might have been dragging it, calling her Orphan Annie or whatever. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's not an orphan, but she did always say she's out here alone. So,
okay, but you can be out here alone and still have a set of parents.
Maybe
you just don't with them. That was the vibe that I got.
I always just felt like her parents wasn't shit. Like,
thank you. We really don't have any history on Effie.
I bet you we're gonna find out now that they calling her Orphan Annie.
Maybe she is an orphan. So, yeah, basically, they let them know they're not doing it. They need to make it happen. And yeah, he wants $1 million cash in hand. So, yeah.
He said, next time I see y'all, if I don't get it, Diana goes.
And I'm just like, well, what happened to Noma? We can't be going in and out like this. We just met her, didn't know who the hell she was, and now she's gone again.
No more on a break. She said, you know what? It took too much of me cutting people's hands off and all types. She said, I need a break from this.
Facts. Being a killer can do that to you.
Exactly. She needs 5 days or something.
And then we see our girl, Jen. I finally remember.
Who girl?
Your girl.
That ain't my girl.
No, she's definitely not my girl. We see Jen Sullivan. She goes to visit Blanca and in her small ass office and lets them know that they are on a short leash and basically they don't believe heavily in the case.
Let's not forget Whitman was there.
He really makes my ass itch. But anyway, Whitman says that he's upset because they won't give them access to Ramirez's phone, which I know he did talk about wanting last year. Good one, D. So she said, I thought Noma was in mourning over Big Pun. I can understand. She don't want to be a player no more. So Now, Whitman says that he's upset because I said that. And then Jen advises him that he works for her and moves on to the blue wall and how it must mean that they think that Tariq is guilty. Now, Blanca talks about they're not going to risk their reputation or their own. And Whitman feels like without the proper evidence, they can't prove a conspiratory link between Monet unless he can go in and turn some screws. He always trying to put himself in some shit.
He do. And listen, you ain't got to mention it.
Again, them and Sachs. Why are y'all not gone yet? Why are you not unalived yet? They've been here too long. They've been too nosy. They should already been gone.
Sachs is from the original, okay?
Right. So basically, Jen is trying to figure out how to tie in Tariq and he gets upset, stating that he wants to nail Monet because she's the one that killed Carrie, and she was one of them, and you were screwing her. That's what this is really about. And basically, Jen is like, you're being a little emotional, bruh. And calm down. It's not that serious. And basically, Carrie's death was ruled a suicide, so we need to move on. Right. Let's talk about it. Why isn't he gone? Now, then they bring up Dante's death, and along with Lauren Baldwin. And so, of course, Jen tries to quickly get them off that, and it's like, no.
Lauren's was an accident.
Right. She was in a car accident. And, basically, Blanca is even like, yeah, we need to investigate that further. We need to look further into that. And I said, see? And I don't understand. I mean, I get it because we all know that there are crooked cops, right? So they all know there's like moles, but I feel like it's kind of counterproductive to be working on 5 different people working on an investigation and y'all not talking to each other. I mean,
well, as far as the Lauren thing, I mean, of course there's fear that somebody might drop the ball. Like, it don't even got to be you being a mole, but you can leave something on your desk, or because at the end of the day, she's supposed to be dead.
True.
And she won't let her do nothing at being that there's risk of somebody finding out. So
can I tell you that I actually think that they gonna find. I think Effie gonna find her and really kill her this time. That's just my prediction, y'all. I'm just throwing it out there. I think it's gonna come out where she is, and Effie is gonna make it.
Who was the last one? Last week on Live with us, making all the predictions.
Jeremiah. I don't know where Jeremiah is at, but yeah, Jeremiah was.
You acting like Jeremiah right now with these predictions.
Because look, I'm not 50 Cent's cousin, but clearly Jeremiah is. He's not, but I don't know. It makes it a little hard to believe. So anyway, Jen gets them off the path of talking about Lauren, and wants them to focus on open murders and where they're getting their drugs from now. So Whitman says, he's not as emotional as they are about having a boner for nailing Tariq. And I said, well, they are very on Tariq, but I think that they should focus. Well, my opinion, because I know, but I think they should focus on Monet. Again, everybody around her died. Why are we not focused on, But
I think
Tariq has the same problem though, so I can't even say nothing.
But you have to keep in mind that these are people that have been following Tariq since the original Ghost. Huh?
I said since birth almost, because that's what it feels like.
And Whitman is new to Tariq.
True.
He knows about Monet, so he's like y'all are barking up the wrong tree, and they like, no, you don't know what this kid is capable of.
I guess. Look at you being the voice of reason. How they gonna find the truth when everybody lying? That's my point. Y'all all lying to each other. How the hell anybody is ever gonna get to the truth of what is really going on? What is the it? I think that is a main issue. Work on it, Starz. Just saying. Now, Effie, at this point, she's, walking in the park with Tariq. They go on these romantic journeys. And she wants to move weight. Hold on. What did Naya say? They all annoying, but Whitman does have facts on Monet, unlike Jenny and Blanca. Thank you, Naya. We can appreciate that. That is very true. Now, Effie reveals to Tariq that she wants to move weight at Stansfield, and Tariq thinks it's too hot. And then, Effie bats her eyes and her eyelashes and says, she feels like she can do what she needs to do and it won't cut into what they owe Noma. Apparently, she has a number or a goal that she's trying to achieve. And basically, it's for her college and grad school, as I understood it. Mm-hmm. So Tariq understands her being out there on her own and tells her that maybe, she should move the weight at Stansfield. And I said, Tariq, why? Why? That don't sound smart. If Diana, we'll get there. But if Diana can find you out that easy, how hard is it for somebody else? Just my thoughts. Okay. So then apparently it's class time, y'all. And they walk into Harper's class, and I told y'all this was gonna be a thing. I said, how long you think Diana gonna sit up in that classroom with whatchamacallit and not be a problem, her seeing her and Tariq together?
Oh, with Effie and Tariq.
Mm-hmm.
I know she saw them coming.
She rolled her eyes as soon as they walked in the door. I said, mm-hmm. She and her feelings.
I mean,
what, you don't think she should be?
No.
I would feel some type of way if somebody tried to talk me like he's such a bad guy, he's so terrible, and then you hooking up with him. I think because she thought that they were friends. Do you not agree that she probably believed that they were closer than that? So it feels like a betrayal almost. Am I reaching?
My thing is, okay, I understand what you're saying from the Effie point of view, right? But Tariq wasn't really messing with her like that anyway.
I definitely think Tariq was gonna smash her.
He wasn't taking her serious like that.
He won't take her seriously, but he definitely was about to smash her.
Okay, so boo, I saved your little poor heart. Okay.
Okay, I give you that. I'm gonna let you have it. So anyway, Diana thinks. Okay, so the topic is human capital, as we know. That's usually the subject of the. Hold on, what'd you say? Forward Forever One. I agree completely, but that conversation they had in that staircase was real. I agree. Now, they, bring up human capital, and Diana thinks it means keeping people around so you can use them, and talks about how her family, basically now that she's no longer helpful to them, has basically thrown her away. And the Weston sister, what is her name, y'all? Because my notes say, hey, Jeremiah, hold on.
We were just talking about you, Jeremiah.
We literally talked you up. Naya says, unpopular opinion, but I do believe Tariq will be mad at Effie for killing Lauren, but not as much as we all expect him to be. His mom killed her best friend, Lakeisha, and he killed his own father. I couldn't agree more, Naya. And honestly, I don't think your opinion is as unpopular as you think. Okay, I think it's a lot more popular. But yeah, Jeremiah, how you doing, love? Welcome. So yeah, no. And then the Weston sister, somebody dropped down in the car. Jeremiah, you know it. What's the girl name?
Look, Sister Weston.
Right, because that's what my notes say, Sister Weston.
Sister Weston.
But Sister Weston speaks up only to be called out by one of her classmates, and they basically asked her, well, how many times, how many people did your family use to get their damn name on the outside of the auditorium? And I said, well, damn. I wonder if you know. So no, and she's like, my family is not the subject. Oh, there you, Jeremiah, you always come through.
Weston.
You always come through. I swear. I be literally. Naya, I'm gonna need you to attend more lives, baby. I'm gonna need you to attend more lives.
I should have knew her name was Becky.
Because we need you and Jeremiah. We be lost a little bit.
I should have knew that girl's name was Becky.
Well, I mean, you're dumb. You're dumb. So, yeah, no. And then basically Tariq brings up how people really can people really be used because work is contractual and it's still more than they can do for themselves. Did I get that right? Okay. So Diana questions, but what if it's like when someone tells you something, like someone isn't valuable so they can take it for themselves? I said, and look, I love when light-skinned Keisha, I do not know her name on the show, but I love when light-skinned Keisha was like, that sounds
isn't it like Brunisha or something? Brushonda?
Is it Brunisha or something like that? Brunisha, Jeremiah and Naya getting ready to let us know in a second. Brunisha, I'm sure they know.
Rashonda, maybe.
Is it Rashonda? I think that's right.
Brushonda. Listen.
Okay. Shout out to Brashonda's parents for naming her Brashonda.
Brushonda.
Okay. I didn't know if I wanted to believe that, Jeremiah, but
we definitely gonna believe it coming from you.
Oh, Naya said Diana made herself look real stupid. Okay, so what was it giving? I know Nell's always like, so was it giving pick me, as you love to say?
That I love to say.
Yeah, you always be like, oh, she's a pick me. She's a pick me. Do you think Diana was giving pick me in this moment?
See, I only feel like people are giving pick me when they're trying to compare. Like, she's not this, I'm this. That's when I feel like people are giving pick me.
Okay. And Naya said it's Brashandria. Jesus. I don't know.
Either way, it's ugly.
It's ugly. Okay. I'm sorry. That's real bad. Real bad, Michael Jackson. Now, she lets them know that, okay, so the teacher, I think, interrupts all the bull because she realizes it's getting real personal. And basically,
it can be personal, but we're going to keep it respectful.
Right. Deirdre said, or For Forever says, no, it gave naive. So she's saying it didn't give pick me, it gave naive. And I can agree with that. Poor baby. I just hate seeing Diana always out here. And can I just tell y'all, Salim is
after last season, Diana is just not my favorite.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
The way you felt about Tyreek, I mean, like, really, Diana makes my ass itch.
After you embarrass your whole mama, yeah. And put out her whole business. Yeah, I did have an issue with Diana, but I just feel bad. Like, I feel like she can just never win, unfortunately. She is kind of being used. She was like the servant girl. She couldn't leave the house. She couldn't do nothing. Only to find out that her mama got a whole secret man.
Oh, and you feel bad for her.
I do. You're terrible. Don't do that to Diana. Her name ain't Brashonda or Brashandria. Don't do that.
Guess what? Brashonda out here getting she up in Tate's office. She up here. She doing what she got to do. Okay, damn the name.
Oh,
Diana. Listen, I'm not gonna call her dumb, but she be acting dumb.
So then Celine. Naya, that's a very great question. Wait a minute.
Lauren,
I feel like I've always said, Naya, that I definitely think, and even I think towards the end scene, it reminded me of the original Ghost again, but I always compare, and I always said that.
Did you watch the TikTok I sent you?
Lauren and Jeremiah and Nels is about to get my, but I don't care. I've always said that Lauren is his Angela, and that's who he should have probably been with. Lauren is his Angela, but Effie is gonna be his Tasha. So that's just my.
Did you watch the TikTok I sent you last night?
No, I didn't.
That was talking about comparing Tommy to to Brady. He was like, he might be Tommy Pickles.
You know what? Not Tommy Pickles.
Not Tommy Egan.
Not a Rugrat.
Yeah, he said Tommy Egan gets it done.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I missed this. Sorry, Jeremiah. Kane is going to kill Braden's brother, aiming for Braden because Lauren is still alive. And Kane told him in season 2, it's either he kills Lauren or he runs down on Braden. Kane is going to kill Braden's brother.
Jeremiah, you up here, see, you giving us, look, here he go.
I know, there you go, Jeremiah. I don't know if Starz, look, I don't know if Starz going to cash that paycheck this week if you keep telling all the secrets. I'm just saying, but we appreciate you. For Forever says, now Diana got to go push some weight. Agreed, so she can be valued in the same way.
Now she's needed.
Right. Naya says, Lauren's character description says she will be the antagonist this season. Okay, ma'am.
Look, Jeremiah, how you feel about that?
Right, how you feel about that, Jeremiah? What you think? I am now convinced we got 2 people on the power payroll. But so no, Salim goes to holler at Diana and says that he understood what she was talking about in class or whatever. Can I just think that I think Salim is a lame? I'm sorry.
It's probably because he got punked.
He gives me weird, creepy, nice guys.
I feel like you might feel like that because he just got punked by Kane, because you didn't say that before.
No, I even said the fact that he sat down next to her and was trying to holler at her at her brother's memorial was creepy. I thought that was weird.
Oh, you did say that. You did say that.
Yeah. I've never been a Salim fan. He's weird. And I don't know. And he's her ball. It's just weird. It's just weird. So anyway, right. So he lets her know that he Googled basically her family. Yeah, that's not weird. Right. And brings up the drug charges and the manslaughter.
Like if you on Google, don't say nothing, homie.
Right.
Don't say nothing. You don't.
That's Google like telling somebody, I ran a background check on you.
You do it, but you don't say nothing.
Say nothing, right? So he lets her know that, you know, he brings up the drug charges and the manslaughter and how it was overturned on a technicality. And Diana says that's not who she is, and she wishes he would have come to her first. And then we see Kane over there lurking. Bobby, he's sitting in the corner, waiting for her ass. And he basically, you know, tells Salim to dismiss himself. And because he's really not trying to meet him or be friendly or nothing like that. Now,
poor Salim tried to introduce his name, himself, said his whole name. He's like, that shit sound made up. Like,
right.
I was like,
and then he tries out of nowhere. Well, as we know, hold on. What did Naya say? Naya says he definitely won't make it this season. I agree. Salim won't. Naya, clarify in the comments and let me know. But I think that you're talking about Salim, and I agree. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's gonna get killed somehow, some way.
I mean, already
I'm trying to chase after her. That's what I see.
Already two people in her family, two of the men in her family already seen him hanging around. So right, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good.
Jeremiah says Lauren is gonna snitch on Effie and Braden. She don't really know much about Tariq. I think Lauren will meet up with Tariq and tell him everything that happened, and Tariq is going to beat up Braden. Your check ain't gonna clear this week, sir. But thank you for the insider info.
Right.
Thank you for the insider info. And yes, Naya says that she was talking about Salim, and I can agree with that. So anyway, in the process, Kane gives Diana a gun in the middle of the hallway, just all random as hell, for protection. Yeah, that's what he was trying to give her.
And she took it?
I think she did. I think he forced it on her. Was like, no, you don't know, like. And basically, and then that's when he found out she was broke working at the school, and he slid her some money.
9 to 5. He said, no. I did see him hand her the money.
And maybe I'm wrong, but hold on. Whoa! Now that's some hold on, Jeremiah.
He ain't coming with these.
Don't see your theories, but I think that might be a little bit of a reach. Might be a little. I love your theories, but I think that might be
Jeremiah.
But hey, you know what? You've said a lot of things in the comments, and a lot of them have come true. So again, if you're saying it, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I am not gonna say it's impossible. But yeah, so basically he tells her to come over to the penthouse for dinner so he can basically talk to her about what's going on. For Jeremiah. Yeah, basically, for forever, Jeremiah is the ish. We love Jeremiah, and that is our new best friend now too. Welcome. Make sure you hit the like button, ma'am.
Oh,
ma'am.
Subscribe button.
Jesus, you had one job. Anyway, so Nels, do you want to take over leading notes wise?
Yes. I didn't do what you did. I touched on what I thought was important.
Oh Lord. So anyway, okay, so Whitman drops by Monet's bar, and he invites her to come in so they can confess to Carrie's murder. I mean, that's basically was the scene. That's all I got.
And my thing was like, sir, if she wanted to confess, why does she need a nudge by you? She would just go and confess.
But you know what? He tried to make it seem like, I'm here for you, and if you just come and talk to me. You know what? It's what he tried to do to her. Hold on. Welcome and ready.
What up, man?
Salim is just a nigga with a book who gonna get murdered. All right, thank you, Ready. Yes, I can agree. But yeah, you know, it's always like me when I'm like, well, if you didn't do anything, why wouldn't you go talk to the police? You know what I mean? So I think he tried to make her feel that way.
Clearly, he don't know enough about Monet.
Right.
Like he thought he did.
So
I know after that, Monet went straight to Davis.
Right. And was like, let's talk.
She was like, basically, she let him know that, they found the killer. So he didn't need to worry about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells him that, basically, stop playing on my phone, sir. Why you keep on calling me, hanging up, calling me? And he's like,
I was confused by that too. When did he ever hang up and call you?
You don't remember?
Do you think I think you froze.
It was when Sax took the phone, remember?
Oh,
yeah. It was when Sax took the phone. And he was like, boo, I ain't never call you, and showed
her the call log, basically.
Now I'm confused as to why they didn't go into that further, but whatever. She gave him a new burner. I guess she was just like, whatever. I know what the hell I saw. Whatever I got. Whatever. Mm-hmm. And then she let him know that Whitman came by, talking about if she comes in, basically he'll go away. Now he don't think this is a good idea because he knows
they talk too much.
Exactly.
She do, and I actually didn't agree with him when he said it, and then of course when it happened,
I said,
well,
there you go.
You talk too much,
and you never shut
up. Right. So then Kane goes to have his family dinner, mm-hmm. and lets Drew. And do you have us on something? I hear an echo. My tripping? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So Kane and his is at his family dinner and lets Drew and his dad know that basically Diana's life is in danger. He tells Diana she needs to do what he says, and when she talks back and asks who made him king, he basically looks at his daddy.
He said, I got this of you.
I said, well.
He said, you heard what your brother said.
Okay. Ford Forever wants to know, can someone clarify?
Oh, because she killed Carrie. Because she killed Carrie.
Oh yeah, that's it. Because he still got a hard on for Carrie.
He used to mess with Carrie. That was his little boo thing back in the day. Now she made it look like it was a suicide. He know it was Monet because what's his face came in there. Zeke.
Okay, I'm about to say the unpopular opinion.
What's the unpopular opinion?
It wasn't really his boo thing because Carrie was for the streets, okay? And we all know that. So Carrie was for everybody.
That's not really an unpopular opinion. But maybe he felt like it was his boo thing. He don't really want to give a damn. Everybody else accepted that it's a suicide. Move on, sir.
Right.
He couldn't let that thing go.
Tariq has a lot of power right now because if Kane tries to screw him over like he did last season, he can just tell Noma Monet killed Mecca, and that's going to create a whole war. Jeremiah, I'm going to have to start paying you to come to these lives on time. Like, seriously. He also says, and Tommy told Monet, be careful with Tariq.
I feel like he brought that up last time we was on live, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
About
well, we all know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know who this killer is, but he's just around here just murking people like it's. I feel like somebody died by the hands of Tariq every episode. Before it was just like here and there and sparingly. But
he did. Look, I was just about to say he ain't killed nobody this episode. Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he killed because every episode.
Yeah, you ain't even look. He a killer. You ain't even got to push him.
Right. For Forever One. Okay.
Exactly. He just went.
Yeah.
Basically. He don't know how to let it go.
He don't, and he definitely thinks it was more than what it was.
Because Carrie wasn't even on that. She was on everybody.
Wait, Tariq knows Monet killed Mecca?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Kane knows?
No, remember he came into the building at the end of the season last season. He came into the building.
Oh yeah.
And he heard the gunshot and everything.
Yeah,
and he walked in there.
So at the end of last season, you remember he walked in on Monet and she had the gun, and so he's very well aware that she killed Mecca. M. Ready, he ghosts Junior for a reason. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But he's not being very ghost-like.
I feel like Ghost didn't even kill as many people.
Right, Ghost like went through the shadows, or Ghost like orchestrated things like this is gonna be
to have other people do it or something like that.
Yeah, Tariq is really like going in and doing it himself. It's like intense. I can't.
He's like he's getting like Tommy.
Yeah, he is. He is. He got some real bad influences. Tariq can easily get Kane killed this season, especially Effie, when he finds out that witch stabbed her in the back over jealousy. And thank you for doing that. I know what you meant, and I thank you for doing that in the comments because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. So I appreciate you messing up your curse word, but I know what you meant. Ghost took out his whole organization, remember? He killed everybody though, M. Ready? I think he did it. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like he systematically like plots and does things, but I don't think he went out and just maybe I need to jog my memory, and I'm sure Jeremiah gonna come behind and confirm.
But even still, if we were comparing, I mean, there's been a few shootouts that what's his face was in.
Who goes?
No, what's his face? Tariq. He's been in a few shootouts. He's taken out a couple of organizations.
I put it like this. The way Tariq is moving, I think he's collecting more bodies than his daddy ever did, okay? At a very rapid pace at that. So basically,
and still making it on time for class in the morning.
Without a car.
Without a car.
Still without a car.
Now, did you see the part where Effie was like, well, at least I got a car or something like that? I was like, I know Teresa's dying at this part.
Right. Kane told Brayden he owes him a body. And I think Kane is going to send him to kill the Castillo guy. Oh, please. Hold on. Castillo guy. Because I was going to say, you did watch it, right? You know that the connector's already gone. So maybe he means like the sons or whatever.
Well, what I'm thinking Jeremiah might be saying is because remember they all had to vote, and I know Kane was trying to figure out which one didn't want to be a part, didn't want to work with him as a connect. So are you saying to take out the one that didn't want to work with him, or which Castillo guy? Because I know there was they didn't. It's not like they named them.
I was gonna say it was a rack of them when they walked in there, but I don't know who was the actual like point of contact. He did that shit. Kane voice.
Kane voice.
Jeremiah Castillo
is
Frank's son.
I'm wondering, is that the one that was like the main one doing all the talking?
I'm assuming so. That's what I'm gonna take from it. Because even that, I was like, I thought it was just one, but like all these motherfuckers. But I guess that's how they roll.
Just call him Castillo Jr.
Castillo Jr. So basically, Drew thinks that it's stupid to bring all this heat on their family, and they need to move this way. And he brings in the plot to kill the Castillo connect so that they can basically supply for them and take over Brooklyn, is my understanding to the game plan.
I just felt some type of way that while all this is going on, Drew was on Grindr.
He's for the streets.
Can you handle the streets outside of this stuff? While you in the street, we out here handling business, having dinner.
Even Kane said when they went and did something like the last scene, he was like, I was in the warehouse while he was on his phone.
He said I think he said looking for ass on his phone.
Right.
He said, yeah, the bald head guy with the tattoo.
But Tariq and Brayden then go to this. Basically they agree, and then they basically say that they got to have somebody who's not black to go kill this man because they obviously would know that it's them if it was a black man. So they basically come up with the plot to send Brayden's ass, scary ass, to kill the Russian man because it's white on white crime. I guess I don't know, but anyway, and Diana's like, I don't know if that's smart. And what are y'all doing? And why are you making all these decisions? And Lorenzo's like, shut the hell up and listen to your brother. Basically, that's what happened.
That's pretty much what happened.
And then we see Brayden and Tariq. Look, let me see. Forever One. I'm not sure if we are there yet, but what was the significance of the wrist tattoo on the guy that's messing with Drew's ex?
Oh, in the picture.
That's a good point. I don't think I know what you're talking about. I saw that scene, but I don't think I've read that much into it. But
look, Jeremiah.
The viewers have questions. So we'll find that out for you forever. Now, Tariq and Brayden, they're at a bar, watching some wealthy man, LSJ or
RSJ.
Whatevs. RSJ. He's making a speech, and he's supposed to meet with Brayden's uncle. So, and they hope to meet him as well.
He's like the only dude that he wants to invest with. And he's been all the investors that have been coming to him apparently RSJ's friends, and to get his attention, he's been telling them no, he don't want to invest with them, and clearly it worked. He got his attention, so RSJ decided he was going to meet with him. He said he's going to New York. They'll set something up, so they're supposed to meet. And then I know Tariq, basically, you know, now he got Tariq's name in his head because Tariq went and talked to the man, asking him basically like about what his speech meant, and he said
it was something about it's better to have 1,000 small customers than have 100 high-end customers or something like that.
And basically,
you know, only thing I heard, I swear to God, the only thing I heard during this conversation, it's a whole lot of money in this mother. That's all I heard. Jeremiah, those Russians, man, Tariq killed, are going to come back and start a war, which is going to affect Noma's business. Tariq always be sloppy. He need Tommy to help him. I can agree with that. I do think, I mean, I don't know if I want to say it was sloppy necessarily. I hear what you're saying, Jeremiah, but Brayden was about to die. I mean, what was we gonna do? We can't let Brayden go.
Oh my God, you just sound so Baltimore.
Don't, because I said go.
You said, what was we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? But yeah, we couldn't let Brayden die, y'all. So, you know, I get what you're saying. It was a little messy and messed things up, but he had to come in and save his man's. That's his man.
His man's in there.
Oh, and Mr. Wright came through in the chat and said,
well, hello, Mello.
And said that comes later. What are you talking about, Mr. Wright? What are you talking about?
But basically, I thought it was dope because RSJ basically told him, like, you know why you're here, right? You know why they got you here. He was like, yeah, to appeal to you.
Right.
You're both black. I understand why I'm here. He was like, okay, well, use them like they're using you. He's like, I got to meet RSJ, didn't I? So he was like, okay.
He's smart, but Braid ain't no killer like Tommy.
Tommy Pickles.
You know what?
The Brayden is Tommy Pickles, not Tommy.
Brayden just need a little bit of hort. Brayden just need a little bit of hort. He need to look. They always say the first kill. So maybe once he get the first kill out the way, then y'all see that hort. Y'all will see that hort that I see. Oh Lord, now the comments is going nuts. Jamel Wright says the Brooklyn drug dealer is what? And scramble your curse words, please, so I don't get YouTube don't come flaggers. Put an asterisk or something in the middle of it. Jeremiah, I think Effie wanted Brayden to die so the Lawrence secret won't come out. That's why she told Tariq, don't help, let him do it on his own and don't help him.
Jeremiah!
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jeremiah. I actually felt that same way. I was like, Effie want this to die.
I know, because she was holding him back. She was like,
because he's a liability.
You gotta do this. Let him do this. Jeremiah.
And because he said, you know that witch, follow example, Mr. Right. He changed the curse word. He said, you know that witch, no damn Braden is not a killer. So don't push him. And M. Reddy says, hey, Mr. Right. Whose white hand is that Braden? Look, is that Braden's fist?
It's giving blackface.
Right. So then I was, okay, Jeremiah, I'm really going to need you for this, okay? Because I was so confused. I only have one sentence, and then I have in my notes, hopefully Jeremiah is in the chat to explain to us what the hell is talking about. Now, the Weston Holdings, and they owe these crypto people some money. Am I confused?
Are you talking about the RSJ thing?
Yeah, but after they had left RSJ, when they were getting ready to go jump on the PJ back to wherever they was supposed to go, two random people came up to them and that's why I was unclear. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? But they were talking about crypto, and I guess the uncle said they owed them some money or something like that. Jeremiah, break it down, because I know you know. I was waiting for you to be in here. Ford Forever says, but Braden has to kill to show he's with the... He does. But Braden...
Look, what? He ain't no killer. Don't try to push him. Tariq said there's a job for everybody.
Right. Everybody got their role. And
I just wish Treats would stop trying to make him Tommy.
And you know what? At the end of the day, what's the name? He don't need to kill nobody when he got psychopath serial Tariq on his hands. Because that's what
that body I got it.
Tariq is turning into a serial. Okay. Now, M. Reddy said Effie been out for herself since we first met her.
You know.
I agree. That's why I don't think I'm really here for her, because I've seen she's been selfish from day one. First of all, Tariq is stupid for messing with a woman that him over in the first place.
That's what niggas like. Niggas is weird.
Y'all love crazy, vindictive, manipulative hoes.
That's what the ones that will fuck them over.
I'm just saying. And Reddy says karma is a B. And then, okay, Mello says, yes, crypto guys owe the firm investment money. Oh, so I was under the impression that they owed the crypto people money. Okay. What happened to you? You froze again.
And see, for me, you froze.
Oh. Well, yeah, crypto is in the red right now. Okay. No, he don't. He's not like Tommy. He's the other white meat. Pause. What? Oh my, I can't. What? Yes. He's gonna have to do it. I see it coming, Jeremiah. I see it, and I'm ready for it. And I'm sitting here like this, waiting for it to happen with my popcorn. Because I want him to off her. And it's gonna hurt him to do it. It's gonna hurt him. Because he done already said she remind him of his mama. So it's so it's gonna hurt him to do it. But sometimes, you know what? Ain't no friends in this game. So if he will off his daddy, Effie is nothing.
Nobody.
Effie is nobody in comparison to his father.
Oh no, not Effie.
Not Effie. Yes, Effie got to go. I'm with it, okay? So then Monet does go to meet up with Davis, as we kind of touched on earlier. And goes to meet up with Whitman and sit down and talk to him and basically
put an end to this. And
then he's pulling out photos of drug dealers that are come by her bar. And there's a debate. M. Reddy says Lauren's gonna kill Effie.
You think Lauren gonna catch a body?
I don't know. Angela ain't never caught no bodies. I don't know. Naya says Tariq not gonna kill Effie. That's kind of how I feel too, Naya. But I would love to see it if it happened. I would be here for it. And I wouldn't be mad at him if he did it. Jeremiah says, in the trailer, David says she gotta go. And I think he talking about Effie. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. These theories. I guess that's why we.
But Jeremiah, do you think that he's gonna kill Effie because of Lauren when he finds out about Lauren?
That's a good point. Now, he brings up how the drug dealers have went missing since they came by the bar, and then he talks about how, you know, whoever.
Why you care about drug dealers anyway, sir? They off the streets.
Well, he then brings up how she's like, well, why aren't you looking into Zeke's killer and the Guaps or the Guapos or whatever they name, the GTGs of the world or whatever.
Yeah, she was like, why don't you basically you should be using those street cams to look in the Guap who killed Zeke. And he's like, oh, so it was a Guap that killed Zeke. Let's look into that. Look, Davis is like,
I told you not to say nothing. Let me do the talking about. Your hard-headed ass.
And now there's a whole Guap missing.
A whole
Guap missing that he about to find out about.
Right.
Because you wanted to speak.
Right.
You couldn't just sit there and be quiet.
Right. So, yeah, no, basically he lets him, you know, he's like, look, I know it's something more going on. And, but he plans to keep investigating. And, you know, Davis is like, I'm just going to file a complaint against him so we can just kind of tuck him away for a little while. But he knows it's not going to get rid of him completely, as we all know, because Whitman is like Sax. It's like Sax. Look, Whitman is Sax Jr. Okay. So we all know he going to keep digging because that's what he do.
Because Sax ain't nearly as bad as he was in other shows.
Oh, yeah. Sax is not as bad as he was, but he's still bad. But that's because Tariq humbled him and he know better. He know better. So yeah, then Diana is you know, in her dorm room talking to the
Rebecca.
Thank you. Rebecca.
Becky.
Becky. And basically she's, you know, trying to do white lines. And basically Diana questions where she got it from. And, you know, since things dried up, since Braden left. And then obviously she lets her know that, you know, she heard the same thing from Effie, but basically they all know that Effie is moving the weight. And that might be the reason why she got to go. Because even if you're doing it, everybody should know that it's you. So that might be why they have to take her out. She might be bad for business. I don't know. Jeremiah says Tariq is going to become the person he never wanted to be because of this whole situation with Lauren and Effie and Braden betraying him.
So he's saying next season going to be crazy.
Well, if we even get a next season, what network is it going to be on?
That don't mean we ain't going to get one.
Well, that's true. That's true. As long as they don't put it on like BET Plus or something. Because I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for that. And please do not go to Zeus because I'm not paying for that either. Now,
you know, I watch my Ratchet TV.
Yeah, you do. So now Tariq has the idea to, okay, maybe y'all can help break this down for me because this is when I was like rushing trying to get here on time. So my notes gonna get a little sketchy moving forward. Okay, I'm just let y'all know. So Tariq has the idea about moving product and disguising it as coffee.
Yeah, hiding it in the coffee cup. Hiding the product in the coffee cup, and basically you go online, pay with crypto for your coffee, and they deliver it to you.
So basically, they say it's the course correct of coffee.
Basically.
Or of Wall Street, as they say.
And Kane said he's doing it the old-fashioned way. Basically, he said he's gonna meet up with Frank's boys. Season 4 got renewed for.
Oh, okay. Because I don't, Jeremiah, I don't look. I know you know Jeremiah.
We know you know.
You be trying to act like you're not on Power's payroll, but it's okay. We see you, boo. Can you let them know that we're doing reviews and get some more people in here? But anyway, so, no, I heard that 50 was not feeling this anymore, or at least Starz, and was moving from Starz and moving power somewhere else, or just moving his stuff somewhere else. So I can appreciate you saying that, and hopefully we can get it on Starz. But I just heard differently. That's why I was just putting that out there.
But yeah, Kane and Drew said they're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. They're gonna meet up with Frank's boys. They're gonna take out the Connect and then force them to use them, and then take over Brooklyn. So that's their plan. That is definitely the old-fashioned way. Tariq said, "I get my hands dirty like that."
Right. Jeremiah said it is about to be a crazy season with twists and turns. I can agree. For forever, moving through coffee cups was genius. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea. I just really needed to understand the plot, because I was like, Kane, how are we getting payment for this? And how is it credit card? Why are we doing that? That don't sound smart at all.
Yeah, through crypto. And I'm wondering if that had anything. The reason why they mentioned that is because it had anything to do with the two people in the hallway talking about.
And crypto. That's why I really wanted to understand who they were, what their importance was, because I do think that
sometimes they bird feed you just a little bit. So
right, yeah, they be bird feeding us and playing with us and shit.
So that it'll make sense later.
All right, so at the end of this meeting. This is where we learn Kane he tells Brayden, nah, bro, I need you to stay back. I need you to stay back. And he lets him know that he wants him to go murk the Russian guy. And Jamel says that, yes, because the crypto guys need money. Okay. He's saying the crypto guys need money. So explain that a little bit more, Mello. Just explain that a little bit more. But Kane and Drew are laughing at Tariq and Brayden for trying to expand their business. They just want to be stuck in the street with guns all day shooting. Right. Work smarter, not harder, bruh. Work smarter, not harder. So
look, clearly it was Kane that came up with that plan. He doesn't think too much.
He don't know how to get away from the streets. But he lets him know he wants him to go kill the Russian, and lets him know that he's going to do it, especially since he was, unless he wants his bestie to find out what happened or who was responsible for his girl going missing.
I didn't even think he threatened him with that, did he?
He definitely did. He definitely threatened him.
You know how he just be Devo when people just like, you won't do it, basically. He tells them that the Castillos can't think that it was the Tejadas. And the Russians can't think that it was them. So it's you, white boy. It's all on you.
It's all on you.
But he did let him know that it was important that him as a white boy did it. So.
And Brayden, he be trying to act like he got it. He left trying to dap him up. He was like, we're not friends. We're not friends. Don't get this twisted. We're not friends.
He was scared as hell.
Right. And then, he goes back and runs to tell Effie, Effie, they want me to kill, and Tariq walks in the room, and before this, Tariq actually goes to meet up with Davis and Monet about Whitman, and they basically let him know that he needs to stay away from Monet's penthouse and basically keep his head on a swivel, you know what I'm saying, until Davis can fix things. Hold on. Ford Forever said, did he threaten him? But how did he know? What? How did Kane know about Lauren? Because he was the one that said he had to do it. He gave him the assignment. Yeah. And I don't think he ever knew that Effie got involved or interjected. He just knows Lauren. He just knows Lauren is gone. So he thinks that
So I know when they were back at the dorm, Brayden said that basically one of the reasons why they had to do it was payback for Drew taking out the personal trainer. I know that.
Jamel says the crypto is how they launder their money. Thank you for breaking it. I knew you would understand it more than anybody. But the crypto is how they launder the money. The crypto people won't snitch because they get a percentage. Thank you. Good job, Mello, for finally understanding the assignment. Jeremiah says Kane wants to have dirt on Brayden. That's why he's making him do all this. That's true, because Brayden has so much on Kane to put him away. That would make sense. I could see that. That's a good point. Kane also sees Brayden as someone he can have control over because he knows Tariq is about that life, and we won't listen to what he says.
And Brayden just want to be down. He want to be down.
Right. So, yeah. So once Tariq leaves and leaves Davis and Monet, he goes back to the dorms, and that's where Brayden is sitting there crying. I won't say crying, but he's pacing back and forth. And, basically, he says, he's like, I can't do this. And Effie's like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. This is you. It has to be you. And basically looks at Tariq, it gotta be him. It gotta be him, babe. So, but they like, we got your back. We gonna be there. Effie, how much were you gonna be there when you saw that was having trouble and you said, nah, let him handle it. Let him handle it, babe.
She didn't say she was gonna jump in. She said she was gonna be there.
That was terrible. That was terrible how she did that. If I was Effie and Brayden, I would just say Kane killed Lauren. I really feel like I was thinking that same thing.
Even still, though, even if you said Kane killed Lauren, you knew all this time?
That's true.
You coming to me telling me that Kane killed Lauren and you knew all this time?
Well, they could use I was fearing for my life, and Kane is crazy. Kane is crazy. I'm sorry. He would have me silent as him if I knew he did something. I wouldn't be the one. And I damn sure wouldn't be ratting on him. But good point, Naya. Jeremiah, Tariq told him time and time, stay away from Kane, but Brayden thinks this is Call of Duty. That's a very good point, Jeremiah.
He was.
You really do. And then he had to go handle a gun in real life and then be all shaken up.
He was like, what we gonna do? We gonna go hit up a jewelry store? He was ready. He said he think this is Call of Duty.
Okay. Then apparently Davis has worked fast because by the time Whitman gets back to his office, Jen and Blanca are sitting there waiting on his ass like, you don't know how to listen, do you? Mm-hmm. You just don't listen.
Now you got a whole harassment charge on your ass.
Right. And your ass will be suspended as of tomorrow morning. So don't come in.
I don't give.
Right.
That's why he gave up the goods. He don't care. He don't care about his case.
Mm-hmm. And then, right. Because clearly she's like, the main point behind this scene, I think, was like, so basically now we're going to have a more difficult time trying to work this case because you basically told Monet everything that we have. Mm-hmm. And that we're basically looking at her. And I was like, yeah, that's right.
Basically.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Jeremiah, Brayden is a walking meme. Look at his face when Kane had him in a blender at the end of the episode. Y'all gonna stop doing this to Brayden like that. Stop doing
me pickles.
Stop doing my Brayden like that. Look, stop calling him Tommy Pickles too. He got hair. Tommy's bald. So now, okay. Let me not skip over too fast. So then Effie is dropping off her product in the little lock boxes at Stansfield. And, she comes back and Diana's sitting there waiting for her like, what's up? What's up?
Like, what you want to do?
And look, Effie said, sweetheart, I ain't fighting over no dick, okay? Especially one that's already mine that you want, okay? That's what I'm not going to do, okay? So, if anything, we can move past. She even apologizes. I give Effie, she apologized.
She apologized for not saying nothing. Mm-hmm. But basically, she was like, he wasn't feeling you like he was feeling him.
Effie said, you thought he was feeling you? No.
That nigga's a munch.
Right. He's munching all day, every day. But no, she says, and basically tells Diana, like, we actually need you and we would be better off together. You know what I'm saying? If we join forces. And she's like, I have no desire to be a part of that, or, I don't want to be a part of my family's business, and, walks off or whatever, and really has no interest in being friends with Effie after, she feels blindsided by the whole thing.
That, she getting down by.
She in her feelings. Kane is going to kill Diana's boyfriend, Salim. Jeremiah, see, you weren't here in the beginning, Jeremiah. I said that. I said, I see that happening. That theory was already there. Because Salim is, I don't even know why he's here. Why is he on our screen? So he's going to be off, I'm so sure, at some point. But you know what? I take that back. Because I don't know if you remember, Jeremiah, when we was, I wouldn't say tussling, but when we was going back and forth in the comments last season, and I think we were talking about Everett dying, and he's still here. So maybe he'll move away, get scared, and run away before they kill him. I don't know, but if he's smart, because he Googled, he'll run away. But, they might get to him first.
All right, so am I the only one that feels some type of way? They took out Redman.
Yes, that was my next thing. Who the hell is this man?
I feel this is not Theo Rollins. I don't know who the hell this man is.
It had me feeling some type of way. I was like, did something happen to Redman that we need to know about? Was it not in the news? Because why is Redman not here? He done got himself that thin. What'd you say?
I said he was just in the last episode.
Was he? Or were they showing clips of the old?
No, he was in the last episode.
I don't know, but I wasn't feeling this new guy, and I wasn't here for it.
Look, because I was like, who the hell is he sitting down with?
Right.
He said Theo Rollins. I said, no, it ain't.
Diana gotta mess with Effie now because Poppy dropped that weight on her. Very, very good point. Very good point for forever. Is Redman okay? That's what you meant. Yes. I had the same question. Did something happen to him that we don't know about?
We need to Google him.
Right. Like, I'm scared. Did something happen? And I think somebody said, like, is he really sick last season? And I was like, no, he just did that. I think Ford Forever mentioned that. And we were like, no, it's just for a part. That's not real. But now it really got me thinking something might really be wrong that he's no longer on the show. You're going to love Theo when he kills Sax.
Jeremiah. Sir.
Who's Theo? I'm lost now. Who's Theo?
That's Redman. Theo.
Oh, you think he's going to kill Sax? Then I would love him. I would.
Look at that. You ain't the only ones wondering why.
M. Reddy says, Redman gone. That's Black Man now. Okay. It took a minute to register. That was a good one, M. Reddy. That was good. I was like, hold on. That went over my head for a second. But that was funny.
Oh, my God.
So, Black Man is here. Redman is gone. Then Tate. Y'all know I was happy about this scene. Not who he was with, but I was happy. So Tate and Harper meet up. And, she asked about his date that she saw him with. Tate quickly moves on and says, she's the only real relationship that he ever had. And, after she broke his heart, he poured all his energy into his career. So they end up getting a little intimate, and then in walks,
FYI, they didn't say why, but we ain't the only ones wondering why.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Jeremiah, I know you got some insight. Just go ahead and tell us why Redman is now Black Man. But anyway, so Jen and Blanca roll up on Tate and basically let him know that I think basically they got him for perjury because he lied twice. I may be wrong in that, and basically that's not really looking good for his anti-drug platform because he knows so many drug dealers, and they threatened to expose him. And so basically Tate shares that he turned Tariq down for his internship, but let them know he's working at Weston Holdings with Braden, the one who confessed to selling the drugs. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I got to catch up in comments. Jeremiah says, Diana is going to find out Lorenzo killed Zeke, but she's not going to tell Monet. She's going to protect her father because her and Monet don't see eye to eye. Well, we figured that out at the dinner table.
And because Lorenzo's her favorite.
Right. Diana is going to set up Monet to go to jail if her dad dies. Jeremiah, that's a lot. Your theories. I'm just saying. M. Ready. Tate want to be Ghost so bad. I shouldn't even brought up your comment, brother.
What? Diana gonna be a queen pin. You know, I was with you. I was with you, Jeremiah.
I was with Jeremiah. You know,
all this time.
All this time. Some of your theories be real good.
And now you lost.
Diana honestly, in my opinion, Diana would be the first one to go. I think the only reason she's still protected like she is because her brothers and her father are around. Jeremiah, and her mother. And if anything, I think Monet might let her get hit. That's my theory.
I'm thinking that maybe he thinks that Monet may go to jail and then she's gonna take over the business. But I don't know.
I will say the mindset, the actual business mindset.
I don't know if Kane will let that happen.
Right. Well, her and Kane will be at it. So maybe that's a whole nother spin that we haven't thought about. But anyway, so then Brayden goes to kill the Russian guy, and you know, he's having a hard time. Tariq interferes, and he ends up shooting him. And they're seen by his boys who were sitting in the car. So they run into a restaurant, and Tariq basically pays the host to seat them at the table. And yeah, and Brayden says he froze. He didn't know what to do. He froze. And, you know, thanks Tariq for saving his life. And Tariq talks to Effie about taking on more product and asks Effie if she's going to continue in the game and feels like they could be like his mother and his father and just be the smarter version because his brains was, you know, his mom was always the brains behind that operation. And I said, that's what you thought. And she probably is like Tasha. But Tasha was ready to have Ghost killed. Just remember that. Just saying. Monet has to go down for that Rico. She's going to be the sacrificial lamb. All right, Jeremiah. I would love to see it play out and see what happened. And then Kane and Drew, they meet up with the Castillos, and they think it's a very strange, you know, like they're like, oh, it's really weird that our Connect died or got killed, and now all of a sudden you here with product ready to
and Kane not knowing no better, he's like, yeah, but what are you talking about? He got killed by a white boy. And it was like, no.
Who said that?
Right? No. We was told it was a black boy. Where the hell you got that from?
Right. Where's your information coming from?
Exactly. Because it was a setup.
Right. And then I didn't get notes for the last part of it. I did watch it was like the last two scenes, I think.
Well, hold on.
I feel like Sax Sax reveals Sax goes to see Davis, and he
no. Before that, I know basically Kane told Lorenzo basically his comment about the stupid kid and family first was extra. So he got to do some extra weight. He got to carry some extra weight.
Ready says Monet's a G. She's not going to jail. She's going out on her shield. Oh, so you think she just gonna be like a Queen of Slim and just be like, take me now, but I ain't going to jail.
Well, listen, Reddy. You got to know that we have somebody on the starz payroll in our live right now. So
he be in our lives every week and he be dropping stuff. So
whatever Jeremiah say,
most of the time it come out true. So just saying, just keep that. When you see Jeremiah say something, most of the time you should probably believe it. Ford Forever One. Why doesn't Poppy use his influences to get the feds off of Monet, especially knowing he killed the baby boy? That's a great point. I think because Poppy is being punked by Kane. That's why. And he can't do much of nothing right now with Kane holding that over his head. Because as we've seen, all Monet has to even do is think that he was involved with Zeke's death, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So I think Kane got him by the cojones right now.
But then
Monet been moving too reckless and telling Whitman about GTG, and now she opened a whole nother investigation. That's true. Cordo, Brooklyn gang leader, has the tattoo. Oh,
the one on the wrist, Mello?
Drew recognized his tattoo and knows he stole his boo, Everett. Look, you know what? It's about time you actually got the show, and usually you asking me the questions. I can appreciate
it. Look at him in the chat helping us out.
Look, he came to the table.
Because we asked about that earlier.
Right.
I think it was before he jumped on.
Nah, Jeremiah
be on TikTok.
Councilman Tate is going to be a part of the RICO because he's taking funds from Braden. Well, you heard it first.
Well,
Ford Forever said, yes, he came to the condo.
So basically, Davis, he goes in to see Sax about going to see his brother. And Sax reveals that he knows that, homie, you was the one that did it. You the reason why your brother is in jail. Because I don't know if you mentioned it, Treese, but when Sax went to go visit him, he mentioned that his medical report shows that he's only 5'11".
Oh yeah, and there was a height difference between
yes,
what the public defender said and what
that it was like 6'2" or 6'3". He was like, you saying about that height or whatever. And Davis, he said, tattoo wrist guy.
Tattoo wrist guy.
And basically Davis said that, he tried to confess, but Theo had already made the decision. He was only 21. He had just got accepted to the Columbia Law School, and he didn't know the system like he knows it now. So he said, like, basically they pushed the deal on him. Apparently, it was a cop's brother who was the victim. And basically, Sax is feeling like evidence might have been tampered with now because of that. And basically, Cooper still says that he'll help him out. But I think we know Cooper's still going to be, investigating his own stuff while he's helping him. But he did say that.
Yeah, because he's still trying to get in Jen's panties, and she ain't giving nothing up unless he comes
with something.
Lorenzo is gonna die early this season, so they can open up more storylines for other characters. He either dies episode 5 or 6. He gonna be out of there for sure. Jeremiah, you gonna mess around and have a damn pink slip on your desk tomorrow.
For real.
You keep playing with stars. Keep playing. You gonna have a pink slip.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you giving out too much information, Jeremiah. We ain't mad at it. I just want you to protect your job.
Oh my goodness. Then Diana, she in the room all kissing all up on Salim. Girl, you just met this man. Why y'all in the room by yourself?
At you at your brother's funeral. I'm still on it. That's really disturbing. Who tries to spit game at a funeral? It's weird.
And he probably did it, and he probably looked up her background back then and knew really it was her brother cousin. But then her daddy come knocking on the door. And basically, he like, yeah, your daddy here. I gotta go.
I don't know where the Starz building is. That's what they pay you to say.
So you work remote, huh?
Right. That's what they pay you to say, Jeremy. I get it.
But basically, he lets her know that he got a job for her, and her little candy job that she got on campus. She got to use it as a cover to get rid of some product. So she's needed all over again.
And he apologizes to her for basically getting her involved in that,
And then Braden, he started the No Cap All Frap app.
All cap, no frap. That's cute.
No cap. I think it's No Cap All Frap. That little coffee thing. Yeah. And they're already getting orders.
Yes, their orders was booming.
They're already getting orders. Now, basically, Tyreek walks away, and Braden said something to the effect of, yeah, we needed me, you, and Tyreek for this. She was like, you had something to do with that man's internship, didn't you? She was like, when he finds out, he gonna whoop your ass. Basically, like, you can't keep a lie like that. He was like, oh, okay, but it's okay to keep the Lauren lie. We can keep that shit going now.
Well,
and then basically Kane sends Braden a text that he wants to meet up,
and he got a gun to the boy head.
My thing is, first of all, you could tell through the text that Kane was mad. sitting there with your back turned, facing the water, like stuff is all good.
He's definitely not street smart.
I feel like you are more aware even in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's terrible.
And yes, Kane showed up. He came up on him.
And you know, if he didn't go, Kane was gonna come find him. So which one would you rather?
I'm not saying that he shouldn't have went, but you just let him walk up on you with a gun, sir. You're just not prepared for nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was not properly prepared.
You could tell through the text that he was ready.
Woo! They're gonna mess with your paycheck, Jeremiah. I promise you. That was too good of a.
I would not.
I
would not. Listen,
and you know what? I want him to, just so I can shut this one up and am ready. And about half these people in this chat, including you. So
I would not be mad at that.
I hope that Braden does that vibe. I hope he do.
But yeah, basically he tells him that he still owes him a body and he intends to collect. And then he calls Effie and leaves her a message telling her that, you know, they need to talk. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. That was the end of it, y'all.
Okay, so Jeremiah, is Effie gonna die next episode?
Because he already told us when Lorenzo was gonna die.
Hold up. Wow, they do say fear is powerful.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I hate seeing him. I hate bullies.
I hate seeing him punk Braden like he do.
Well, maybe not. I mean, I don't not necessarily Braden. I just hate bullies. I hate bullies. It's not my fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Because you keep on comparing him to Tommy Egan.
Stop it.
Okay, it's your fault.
Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We've been an hour, 21 minutes on here. We've been in it for a while. I don't see how Effie makes it out this season. Agreed. So we're in agreement. Effie got to die. Okay, she's gonna be unalive. But yeah, y'all, we appreciate you coming through. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button. And if you are not already, subscribe. Make sure you do that too. But yes, make sure you like. Comment for people that are watching the playback that weren't in the chat.
Subscribe.
And yeah, what was the other thing? Oh,
and hit the notification. Yeah, you messed it up. You messed it all up. You
had
one job. You had
one job. Mike says Bobby Brown ain't going out like that. All right, Mike. All right. Well, yes, y'all. Thank you for the support. And make sure if you are into Put a Ring on It, make sure you join us tomorrow for our live review of Put a Ring on It. And yeah, y'all have a good night. Have a great week. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.